what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And once again, we're doing the Week 5 Beast Picks predictions here. Kyle and the Tiki Stew are here.
We're here. We're here. Yeah, Week 5, Week 4 was something. I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, it was a wild one for sure.
I mean, we said that it could go either way with the Jets, and the Steelers found a way to lose that one, something I've been saying all year. Kenny Pickett is now in charge by Week 4. We called the Week 4, and it's Week 4.
What do you think? Also, Dallas, Cooper.
I mean, they said that Dak's not ready yet.
Yeah, but what do you think? He's undefeated right now.
He's still not doing anything passing-wise. They're going to a run offense, which is what they should have been forever.
That's tough, man.
I mean, realistically, we gonna really boast Cooper Rush that big? I mean, he had 15 completions.
Yeah, I'm saying,
he had 15
Tom Brady,
completions.
when there was no one.
Tom Brady.
He was a
cancel this man right now for comparing Cooper Rush to Tom Brady.
I'm just saying, 6th-round draft pick.
Get rid of it right now.
6th-round draft pick. Just saying.
Cut. Restart the whole show. Holy crap. All right. Well, before I have an aneurysm, Thursday Night Football. Indianapolis Colts at the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are a 3.5-point favorite. I don't know how.
Wait, they're Denver's?
Denver's a 3.5-point favorite at home.
Oh, wow. That shocks me.
Sure, we'll stick with that. Denver, I'm in a 14-10 final.
You think Denver's in one?
I don't trust Indianapolis. I don't trust Denver, but I don't trust Indianapolis either. I mean, Denver taking a big hit with losing Javonte Williams for the year, but...
Yeah, Colts, Denver, I mean, I just don't know, because, Denver's kind of been, we just don't know where they're at, and it's just kind of on and off. I'm gonna go with the Colts to actually win here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 17-14.
Whenever the Colts should perform, they don't. So let's be fair about that. Michael Pittman should have one of his best games of the year, and he had 2 catches for 23 yards.
Yeah, I mean, and you never underestimate Matt Ryan. It's whatever.
Well, we're going across the pond. Game 2, Sunday morning, 9:30 in the morning.
That's gonna be insane for me, by the way.
No, you don't say. He's not gonna even know that anything else is happening.
Okay, what's some betting odds though?
-8 to the Packers.
So, Packers are getting the 8 points. No, they're not getting it.
Packers are losing 8 points.
Okay.
Tell us about how you think the Packers are going to win.
Well, I mean, this is their first ever London game. But in all seriousness, I think the Packers will win. Aaron Rodgers is still playing great. The defense...
Tell that to my fantasy team.
The defense is doing good. I am concerned about the run-stop defense, though. They made Patriot running backs look good. And that is concerning because you got Saquon Barkley on the...
They made Patriots running backs look good with Brian Hoyer as a starting quarterback.
Well,
that's beyond...
He was gone for most of the game, though.
He still had 15 attempts. He was there for, I think, half the game, and the running game still was fine. They were winning most of the game.
Yeah. That's what sucks. But he was gone by the time they were winning, though. But Packers will win this game. I think it will be a close game, again, because the Giants look pretty good. But I still think we come out 27-20. Go Pack, go! Woo! What are you doing?
The New York Giants win 21-17. No bullshit. What have the Packers done to it? The Packers should have rattled the Patriots last week, and they
Bill Belichick.
It does not matter. That's the equivalency of me. That's the equivalency of Seattle coming in. Geno Smith's already not good. Geno Smith doesn't play. Drew Lock's playing, who people are laughing at this point, and you have a close game with Drew Lock. It's not a good sign for Green Bay. The Giants have played system football, and it's been very good for them. And Saquon, I'm wrong, has looked great. I'm saying I was wrong. Has looked great. And guess what? It's not going to stop this week. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. None of the London games are, besides last week.
Missed it by an inch. 60-yarder.
Yeah, but, I mean...
It was a double doink, actually. But, no.
Packers lose in London. Send them back to their cheese crying.
No way. Packers are going on the up, guys. Go, Pack, go.
Well, we go to normal game time here. 1 p.m. Lions and Pats. They still hate on Detroit. New England's a 3-point favorite.
Who's the starter? Is it going to be Hoyler or is it going to be the other guy?
It could be Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
I thought Jones was going to be out for a couple weeks.
No, Mac Jones was almost going to play on Sunday. They didn't rule him out until Saturday.
I thought he had a hiatus.
And they didn't rule him out until Saturday. He's still planning on playing through most of last week. So Mac Jones could still be the starter. The way the Lions have played, even in loss last week, they were right in it till the end. I think is a trap game for Vegas. I'm going with Detroit, and I'm going with Detroit handily. They haven't stopped scoring yet. 31-13 Lions as the upset.
I think I am going to go with you with the Detroit Lions, as it pains me to say. I don't trust what the Patriots are doing as of late. We don't know the quarterback issue.
Listen, I like Mac Jones. I also like Bailey Zappi a lot. That was one of my favorite quarterbacks out of this year's class. But Bill hasn't proven shit since Tom left. That offense has been atrocious. The line's not doing good, and their defense looks bad. Well, so, I don't care what quarterback's going in. Fire up the opposite team. I'm going... Patriots are going to look like shit.
Well, he did make the playoffs with the Cleveland Browns some odd years ago.
Yeah, and he made the playoffs last year riding a strong defense still before everybody decided, hey, man, it ain't the same team without Tom. Why do you think all his top defensive players left last year?
Well, yeah, because the team's, done now.
But that's it. Nobody cares. There's no Brady discount anymore. Nobody's sticking around for Tom.
Yeah. But, yeah, I do think the Detroit Lions win. I'm going to give it a 24-13.
Okay.
13.
Buffalo Bills, Pittsburgh Steelers. Buffalo is a 14-point home favorite.
This is also the first time
Kenny Pickett will get his very first start. I'll tell you right now, for Vegas odds, take Pittsburgh. If you're playing the plus 14, absolutely take Pittsburgh. Buffalo's going to win. Buffalo's been struggling a little lately. Here's the thing. We know the defense isn't going to give much more than... Buffalo's not going to give up much more than 20 points. However, you've got no tape on a rookie quarterback. You have a quarter and a half from last week. You don't have actual tape on Kenny Pickett. Pickett's a gamer. Pickett's a dog. He's got that heart of a dog. He's going to find ways to make plays. He got hit how many times and threw how many picks, and he still threw some damn nice plays last week. He's going to score at least 2 touchdowns. Pittsburgh's defense is still good, with or without a pass rush. I love Josh, but I could see this being like 24...
Well, you know I like Josh.
I could see this being like 24-14, where it's within 10 points. Pittsburgh's still in that money line. But Buffalo's going to win by like 10, but it's not going to be like... It's not going to be this blowout that Vegas is making it seem.
Okay. 27-13. It's a blowout. Bills win.
Well, 27-13, there's no winner in Vegas.
Well, I'm not going by Vegas.
But that's a push. That's a spot-on push.
27-13, the Buffalo Bills win. The Bills have been struggling the last couple of weeks. They beat Baltimore after they came back and the Ravens decided to choke and go for it on a 4th down play that made no sense.
I don't want to see choke. I'm going to be as fair as I can here, because I refrained from posting because I didn't want to look like a crybaby Bills fan, and now I feel like I can talk about this, because Ravens fans can feel the same way. Jerome Boger might be the worst, absolute worst referee in the league.
Well, for what penalty specifically?
Everyone. There were many...
Because, I mean, I knew in my game there was a freaking delay of game for 5 seconds, and the guy got a touchdown on it for the Patriots.
But that wasn't Jerome Boger.
Well, I don't know who the...
I'm talking Jerome Boger. Jerome Boger, whenever he's played the Bills, has always been notably horrendous. Start of the game, they called one of our defenders for just a real chintzy defensive pass interference. Then Diggs is going out, or Isaiah McKenzie's going out for a pass, and before the ball is there, he's got an arm under here and an arm here, and he can't even get his arms up for it. No call. Dane Jackson comes on a corner blitz off the edge, The tackle pulls, twists, and had him in the air by his arm. No call for holding. Buffalo's getting botched early during this, and then he flips the script. That pass interference call on Josh on the final drive, realistically should never have been a pass interference. That's the Ravens fans got screwed by Boger. Jerome Boger, it might be the most inconsistent referee I've ever seen, and I'm saying that in favor of both teams because Buffalo got some favorable calls late and got screwed early. There was nothing clean about that game on Sunday, and I feel better that I can say that now because both teams got screwed by it. But he's horrendous. The NFL needs to review him.
Yeah.
But so basically what we're saying is don't play Buffalo in the line. Frank even agrees that Buffalo won't win by the line.
So, but like, is he playing? Is he the referee for this?
Not this. I would hope it will. In fact, I will. My head might explode. I will steal your bike, and I will ride to Orchard Park to kick his dog.
All right. So, and you said we both set our scores for this game.
Yes.
So we get to move on to the next.
I'm looking to see if they've assigned Jerome Boger for Week 5.
Oh. Yeah,
Nope, not yet.
He's gonna be playing for somebody.
Yeah, well, hopefully not Buffalo.
Hopefully not the Packers.
The Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The Miami Tua-less Dolphins. They're 3.5-point favorites still.
Oh,
Teddy Bridgewater is the starting quarterback.
Oh, the Jets.
Dolphins and Jets.
So, with this one, I'm gonna say the Dolphins. I mean, they're a much better overall team despite Tua not being there. And of course you're not gonna go with that. I'm going with the Dolphins.
Teddy Bridgewater has looked pedestrian.
I like Teddy Bridgewater.
I love Teddy. Hasn't looked good. I love me some Teddy Two Gloves. Has not been good. What's the score?
I'm gonna give it 20-14. Dolphins.
Want my shock of the week?
You're saying the Jets win?
The Jets smoke them. 31-13 New York Jets.
31-13
New York Jets.
So you're way off the spread.
I'm destroying the spread. Throw the spread in the garbage. I've been a Zach Wilson fan. I like Zach Wilson a lot. I like the receivers they have there. What were you going to say?
No, that was it.
Listen, all it takes is one more hit to a quarterback and another misinterpretation of a concussion. And
we were talking about that last week. We both agreed it was a concussion, and
then he almost died.
It was worse.
The Dolphins,
if they would have, and you know what the thing is they could have got away with that if they just sat him out in that game because that would have been a 10-day rest. So he probably probably would have.
And I mean technically no, because I still think that initial hit probably carries post-concussion syndrome to begin with. But to say it was a back injury, no, you're out of your damn mind.
And they also fired the doctor too, apparently.
Well, he's an independent contractor. There's not doing work with him anymore. It's kind of like Chris Amon for the WWE. Yeah. But so you went Miami, I went New York. Atlanta and Tampa Bay.
And they're giving it to Tampa Bay.
8.5-point favorite.
And this is quite interesting because
Tom Brady's getting divorced.
Well, not that. I mean, that's outside.
I don't think it is. I think that's going to start weighing on him. He's already not having a good year. I thought from the initial reports.
But apparently this has been going on for a while now.
But that's it. How's he been this year? Because it's not been great. He's been
still good though. He's not been great. He's still been playing good.
Winning him games.
He's still playing good. He's still scoring touchdown passes. He's still doing all that stuff he needs to do.
But Tom Brady has 6 touchdowns in 4 games. It's less than 2 a game. He has less than 250 yards a game average. Yes, he's not throwing interceptions, but Tom Brady statistically is worse than Geno Smith. Let that simmer.
Oh, wow.
I wish I was making that stat up. Geno Smith is doing better this year than Tom Brady. Where is Seattle? Let me back up my talk here. Geno Smith, 6-2. He's got more rushing there, and he's got more yards. Tom Brady's fried when Geno Smith's better. That ain't a good sign.
Okay.
Didn't expect that, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm still going with the Buccaneers to win. I trust that team more than the Falcons, and despite them, I mean, they still scored points last week in the loss. They were still scoring points against Patrick Mahomes.
I late though. I feel like those were a lot of. I didn't watch the whole game. I was the first to tell you that, but they were getting blown out early.
It
was garbage time points.
Well, it wasn't good because the game was still on. The game was, I mean, it was still in the middle of the game when they were doing it. So it was still, he was still making it more of a where Kansas City had to keep fighting at the end. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers to win. I'm going to say it's probably going to be like a 24 to 10 victory.
I hate saying it because I have to go with Tampa here. If whoever the hell is the new head coach of Atlanta, because I don't even want to know his name because I'm honestly disgusted at him. If he knew how to utilize the places or the pieces he has on offense, we'd be talking a whole other thing. He has one of the best tight ends in the game, in Kyle Pitts, and he's refusing to throw him. You have a guy that talented, and you're going, "Hey, block 90%." Like embarrassing, embarrassing. You've got a new fun toy in Tyler Algier. You're without Cordero Patterson. Algier could be a difference maker this week. Algier was very good at BYU. Algier was very good during the preseason. But I don't think they have enough firepower to overcome Tampa's defense. Tampa's defense is there. The rookie Rachaad White's starting to run well. There's enough that's going to go to bolster Tom, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. I'm going to say it's 24-21 Tampa. It's a close game, guys. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints minus 5.5 against the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know how Seattle keeps getting this lucky.
Yeah, I think this is Andy Dalton starting, by the way.
Listed as, but again, they didn't. They
announced it last second.
They didn't. They announced it on Saturday.
Yeah,
they announced it on Friday, actually.
Oh, I thought it was.
They announced Michael Thomas and Jameis on Friday, but you know why I think they did that? If you rule them out, then you don't have to make them travel across the ocean to go to London to come back. I think they wanted two of their top stars to go, "Hey, get some rest, stay home, don't worry about this crazy travel."
There, though. He was on the side. Winston was on the side.
But still, I think it was more or less about the travel than it was about.
Well, he traveled with the team.
But I still think it was more or less about having to travel, prep, and get all the stuff ready. I think he probably could have played. I think the London game, with how goofy it is, the time frame, all the setup, I think New Orleans purposely tried to sit a lot of their guys, and they still almost won that game.
Yeah.
You had your number
literally
one,
down to a double dunk.
Your number one quarterback, your number one receiver, your number one running back, all sat, and you still almost won that game. Yeah. That I know Vikings fans are all excited, but you probably shouldn't be. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, like, seriously, just wait until we play you guys again.
Well, is David Bakhtiari and Elgington Jenkins going to play or no?
Well, they're playing now.
Yeah, but are they going to then?
I hope so.
New Orleans, Seattle. What do you got?
I think New Orleans Saints do get this done no matter who, whether it's Winston or it's Dalton. I think the Saints win. Seattle are just the quarterback issue. To me, I'm not convinced on it. I got the Saints winning. I'm going to say 20-3.
We're in the same boat here. I don't think it's going to be a very high-scoring affair. I don't trust... I don't care if I'm tainted. I'm not trusting Geno Smith. It's just not happening. I'm going to flat out go out and say it's 17-7. Like, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I definitely would take the under on that game. Saints hold on to win, but, like, Seattle's whole news. They're not good. Their defense isn't good, and they're getting lucky every week. Houston and Jacksonville. The Jaguars are a 7... yeah, that's the next one.
Never mind.
Houston, Jacksonville. Jaguars are a 7.5-point favorite, as they should be. I know that Trevor Lawrence had a horrendous game last week, but Trevor Lawrence had a bad game. The Philadelphia Eagles defense had a better game. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
The Eagles looked tremendous last week.
And I've been saying this like for a while now. The Texans need a quarterback, and this is why they're bad, because they needed to draft one and they chose not to.
Yeah, but to be fair, this year was one of the worst. I think a lot of people are going to look back on this year's quarterback class and call it similar to.
Well, I mean, Pitt was the only one who was drafting the first round.
Pickett was the only one in the first round. Willis probably should have and could have been a first rounder, but honestly, mine and Gary's personal grading, those were the only two first round worthy. They tried to talk up Ritter. They tried to talk up Corral. I liked Bailey Zappi, but I knew he was never going to be first round material. The kid played at Western Kentucky. That's an absolute no-name school, and it's not even like I guess the difference with like Trey Lance and Carson Wentz, they played the top of the top in the second level.
Yep.
Bailey Zappi played bottom of the bottom in level 1. Like it's when like UB was really bad, and like Willie did great. Yeah, Drew really plays nobody's. At least like these kids in North Dakota State are playing top tier. Like Western Kentucky's still a D1. They're playing trash teams in D1.
Well, hopefully Houston, because Houston got a first round pick for that trade they did with the Broncos.
Well, Houston's gonna have a lot of first round picks, and
So
there's
supposed
to be 5 first round quarterbacks in this upcoming class.
So
that I think that was part of it.
Part of it.
We had it. So, and I've told you this off the air. Davis Mills. No. Davis Mills. They said had he entered this year's class, if he would have stayed at school, done the same thing he did the year before, and entered in this year's class instead of the year before, he would have been a first round.
But again, this like you said.
But that's what I'm saying is so to them, they're investing in first rounder without investing in first rounder. It makes sense. You have what people are calling would have been a first this year.
Yeah.
You're taking a gamble on him, and then if it sucks, you've got multiple first rounders next year, and you can always go back to it.
Yeah.
But we have a first round pick, first overall in Trevor Lawrence, and a third round pick in Davis Mills.
I mean, I got Jacksonville winning. I got them winning 28-3.
So here's the thing: Jacksonville did not look good last week. I'm gonna give Houston their shine. I'm gonna say they have 10 points. I'm gonna say they at least break double digits. Jacksonville scores 35. 35-10 Jacksonville. I think Trevor Lawrence is sick of hearing it. All of last year, well, Davis Mills might have been the best quarterback in that class. He was the best statistically. You don't think Trevor Lawrence is pissed? That dude's a gamer. Trevor Lawrence is coming out, he's going to kick some ass. I feel bad because I'd like to see Dameon Pierce keep going well.
This is your college team.
No.
This is your college team.
I'm directly against Houston right now because not only do I have a Clemson jersey on, but I've got a DeAndre Hopkins jersey on who they did dirty. Yeah, Jacksonville's going to absolutely embarrass them. Did you give a score for yours?
I said 28-3 Jacksonville.
And I'm saying 35-10. Love it. Tennessee Titans, Washington Commanders. Titans are a 2.5 point favorite.
And it should be more than that. Tennessee Titans wallps them. It's going to be 30-7.
Washington Commanders get their second one of the year. I will tell you, I'm calling Washington here because I've got no faith in Tennessee, and Tennessee's number one receiver is also missing extended time.
Okay.
Treylon Burks is hurt. He's got a high ankle. I own him in many leagues. I wish he wasn't that hurt. I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. I get it. Derrick Henry looked good last week. What does Indy have? I'm going to trust the front seven of Jacksonville to get to him faster. That's the best way to stop Derrick Henry. You know that? Derrick Henry looks good when his line gets him 4 yards before he gets hit. Washington, no matter how bad that D-line or that defense is bad, still has a good front seven. Washington's going to keep Derrick Henry in check. Did you give a score for?
I said 30-7.
I'm going to say Washington wins this game.
Tennessee. For me.
I'm going to say Washington wins this game 14-10. It's an ugly game. It's a boring game. They're going to win in the trenches. It's old school 1970s football. That's what it's going to be.
Hopefully it's a bad weather game then.
I mean, it's in Washington. It's not like it's Tennessee. Probably.
Well, yeah, because they got too many leakages in their own fan stands, you know.
Chicago, Minnesota. Minnesota's a 7-point favorite.
Well,
you might as well flip a coin. I don't think 7-point matters. I don't think either of these teams are good.
As it pains me to go with the Chicago Bears here, I'm going to go with the Papa Bear, George Hallis Bears up in here and have them win 17-6.
See, the only thing that I hate about that is, like, we still can't get Justin Fields rolling. Darnell Mooney looks like he's finally getting back in the swing of things. Let's see, Minnesota wins 24-17. It's not a good game. Nobody cares about it. There's going to be touchdowns from guys you don't care about on your fantasy team.
I've been there when that happens.
That's the least fun game I could watch all weekend. I know it's a rivalry game, but it's not like Pittsburgh Baltimore when they were bad. At least it's fun football. Like, I don't even think it's gonna be a fun game. LA Chargers, Cleveland Browns. The Chargers are only a 3-point favorite.
This one's gonna be tough because I don't really. Justin
Herbert's back and healthy. He's cleared.
Are you sure?
Yes, he was off the injury report completely last week. He wasn't even on the injury report with that rib injury last week. And what did he do? He owned 34 points last week. Granted, a lot of it was to Eckler, and Eckler had 2 rushing, but he only had 60 yards on the ground. He had 340 yards without his number 1 receiver.
That's not bad.
I think Herbert's more than okay. I think they've got the protection on him. I still don't trust Cleveland. I don't trust Jacoby Brissett. They're 2-2. LA is 2-2. In a battle of who wants this game more, it's the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers probably 20-10.
Let's see, Chargers 31-13. I think the Chargers blow the doors off, man. You're missing some defensive pieces. I know you need some stuff there, but last week was the concern. You lost your starting left tackle when Herbert wasn't healthy. Herbert comes off the injury report midweek. You still didn't have your left tackle and they hang 37 points. They did pretty damn good. Austin Eckler showed up when he needed to. San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Boy, was I shocked when the Niners beat the piss out of the Rams.
Oh, yeah, because we are actually recording this after Monday Night Football this week.
Yeah.
And, that was...
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, we both were wrong on that one.
So the Rams are just not good, huh?
I said they weren't making the playoffs.
49ers are a 6.5 point favorite.
It's kind of weird, too, because it's a flip of the script. Because last week when they played Denver, they played, atrocious. And this week they played, phenomenal.
Yeah. And it's Carolina. I don't trust anything about Carolina. I don't trust Baker. I don't trust Christian McCaffrey staying healthy.
Yeah, 49ers I think will win. This pains me to say.
In a battle of 2 game manager quarterbacks, I'm also going to go with the 49ers.
I think it's 17-10.
14-7. I'm not going to go. I'm definitely taking the under on that game for sure. Dallas and the LA Rams. The Rams are a 4.5 point favorite.
Well, all I got to say
Sorry about your damn luck.
I believe in Cooper Rush. I believe in Cooper Rush. As Deion Sanders used to always say.
Frank, his name is Cooper Kupp and he's on the Rams.
No, Cooper Rush.
No, Cooper Kupp.
No, I know who he is. He's on my fantasy league.
But
he would be some good points.
But he's on the Rams.
He got me my win last
night. He's not on Dallas.
No, I'm talking about the guy on Dallas.
You can't be rooting for Cooper. There's only one Cooper in the league, and it's Cooper Kupp.
Well, then what about the other Cooper?
What a rush.
Cooper Rush, man, this guy, I think there's something there, and I think we seriously need to start really thinking about this guy might be a starter. No, I don't think he's like Tom Brady, but the fact of the matter is what happens when somebody keeps coming off the bench. It happened with Tony Romo. That's why Tony Romo got retired for Dak Prescott. What happened with obviously Tom Brady, but obviously what happened with Russell Wilson?
Wilson took the job for camp. Russell Wilson came in as a starter week 1.
Yeah, but he was still not supposed to be the starter.
But it was an open competition. It was an open competition.
They gave Flynn $15 million.
But there was an open competition. They didn't expect to get Russell Wilson in the third. They've said that in many cases.
So that's my point, though. It's like this stuff happens. Injuries happen, and then guys that play really good, they get the jobs. It happened with Dak Prescott. That's why Romo's on the booth now. So
Romo was also 39 when he retired.
I thought he was 37.
No, he's in his high 30s.
I mean, Brady's
we can't
45.
all be Brett Favre.
Brady's 45.
I'm getting retired or getting divorced.
He said he was going to retire at 45.
I said he was also going to get divorced if he played the season, and I was right.
So,
what's your score for the Cowboys?
I think the Cowboys upset the Rams. I think it's going to be 23-14, and how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowgirls? I don't want to side with the Rams at this point because, quite honestly, Matt Stafford's been terrible. However, something needs to stop this silly Cooper Rush game. Something needs to check Jerry Jones.
Rushing.
Someone needs to check Jerry Jones' head. And the Rams are a very good team against the run. I don't care. You're going to make Cooper Kupp throw statistically, or Cooper Rush throw statistically. It ain't happening. I don't trust it. And the Cowboys have one of the worst nickel corners in the league in Jordan Lewis. I'm going with the Rams and Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp for 2 touchdowns. Cooper Rush for 2 interceptions.
I'm not complaining about the Cooper Kupp thing because I need that for my fantasy league.
Tell me I'm not playing you this week.
No, you're not.
Thank
I
God.
don't play you until like week 8, I think, or something.
I need confirmation before I make this final pick here. If you're that excited, why aren't you starting Cooper Rush? You can just call your team name Cooper to Cooper.
I got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I got
you can just call your team name Cooper to Cooper. It'd be fine. Or just call it the Cooper Scooper. Come on, where?
You gotta go to schedule.
Okay, I do not play this week. I play another team that's 3-1.
Yeah, I play.
Damn. All right, we'll go Jason. Philadelphia Eagles, Arizona Cardinals. I've been very pro Arizona Cardinals the last couple weeks. Nah. Philadelphia 35, Arizona 13. I'm gonna make that real easy.
I don't want to pick the Eagles because I want them to lose because obviously they're an NFC, but I just don't see it happening right now.
Philadelphia.
I don't see it happening right now.
Someone early in the year said they're Super Bowl favorites, and I kind of chuckled. I didn't trust that offense. The offense is firing. The defense is hot.
I wouldn't say they're Super Bowl favorites right now.
They're
right
likely to Super Bowl. I don't know if I'd say they're going to win it, but they're going to go. If I had to take an outside choice, Green Bay's got issues. Tampa Bay's got issues.
Yeah, but that'll be dressed later in the season. You never know.
Green Bay,
Arizona. Look at Arizona. They were 7-0 last year, and then they choked.
Yeah, well,
anything can happen.
Call of Duty came out. Okay,
anything can happen. Though.
Call of Duty came out.
So, anything can happen.
Okay, who are you picking?
I got the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles lose right here. I still think they win here. I got them winning 29-20 against the Cardinals.
Interesting score.
Just to be kind of odd.
Sunday Night Football. Waiting all day for Sunday night. Cincinnati Bengals, after throttling the undefeated Miami Dolphins, are the underdogs. So the home Baltimore Ravens team, 3-point favorite for Baltimore.
I'm going to say the Ravens win here. The Ravens they lost the Bills, they lost the Dolphins on choking fashions.
That's what I'm saying. What's the key thing here?
I think
they're losing. They're losing,
revenge.
but they're losing to teams choking. When they were up 20-3 on us at one point in that game on Sunday, I looked at everyone and said, "There's no reason to worry." Why? I go, because they've choked away the last couple games and they aren't playing a complete game. They have yet to this year. They almost lost to the Jets, did they not?
Did they?
The Jets were close in week 1, I'm pretty sure. Like, the Jets were way closer than they should have been week 1.
Oh no, they beat the Jets.
Oh, 24-9, and it was because of 2 long bomb touchdowns. I wouldn't say blowout. Week 2, who'd they have? That was the loss to Miami. Week 3, they almost lost to New England.
Yeah.
They allowed 26 from New England with Mac Jones, who got hurt. Like, I'm not buying the Ravens defense. And they can't hold games. Lamar can't play in pressure situations. He's a phenomenal player if his defense is going to hold up for him. 4th and 20 on your goal line.
You mean the 4th and goal?
But it was 4th and 20. It was 4. They were on the 20. He had 20 yards.
I think they should have kicked the
You're
field
right, and iced the damn game. Instead, what do they do?
He tries to.
Well, you're right, but then we have a much tougher time coming down, and we have to attempt the touchdown instead of going for the field goal unless we want to go to overtime. Yep. Instead, Lamar balls in their hands. What's he do? Throws a horrendous pick in the end zone.
Yeah. Well, to be fair though, if he had thrown it a second earlier, he would have been wide open. He was.
Poyer was lingering the whole play. Poyer knew the position. Poyer is, for being a guy who bounced around 3 teams as a bust, he has become one of the smartest safeties in the league. Granted, I'm sure a solid 60% of his intelligence came from Micah Hyde, because he's by far the smartest safety in the league.
Oh yeah, I know he was in Green Bay for a while.
No, I know you do. That's what I'm saying. He's an incredible safety, and he was an under the radar signing a couple of years back when he came to Buffalo, because everyone was like, "Who's this guy?" He was very good in Green Bay.
I knew he was in Green Bay. He made some insane plays for us in the playoffs. Just watch that Cowboy game. When it was Dak Prescott's rookie year.
I mean, look at the play he made against New England last year.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying from the Packers stuff.
What was your score for Baltimore?
I got Baltimore. I got them winning 31-20.
I've got Cincinnati winning 31-27. It's the same thing. They're going to crumble in the 4th. I don't trust the Ravens defense. You're missing pieces in the secondary. You're getting good rushes, but you're making stupid plays with young players. I don't trust the Ravens defense. And Monday night, Las Vegas Raiders, Kansas City Chiefs.
I got Kansas City Chiefs winning this game 34-14. I don't see the Raiders winning this game at all. I think the Chiefs blow them out. Patrick Mahomes just looks insanely incredible once again. I mean, he's doing flips. He's doing like a toss. They pass the line of scrimmage. I mean, the guy is just... He's just unbelievable every time, you know. Count this guy out. Boom. He just freaking goes in there and he just balls, man. I mean, geez. I think he just continues it. I mean, they really are the division for the AFC West until anything can happen at this point. They're just complete right now. That's all I gotta say. What do you think?
I'm trying to think here because I feel like I've seen this happen a couple times.
And Kansas City's the favorite in this too, right?
Kansas City's a 7-point favorite.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to go with the Raiders because the Raiders always find a way to knock off the Chiefs early season. However, Gary and I talked. Gary made the most evident point I've seen. Patrick Mahomes is human when you play him at 1 o'clock. When Patty football gets under the bright lights of a marquee game, you're not beating the guy. So, and that's been it. Look at the Colts game. Wasn't it their first 1 o'clock game all season? And he comes out and stumbles in a 1 o'clock game. And then he comes right back and just obliterates Tom Brady in Tampa. Like, I'm going to say the Chiefs take out the Raiders, and it's going to be 27-17.
Okay, 10-point game.
I think that Carr makes it known that they can win games or be close in games. Part of me wanted to say the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are dead, especially with how wide open the AFC is. But Mahomes has been Mahomes, man, so I gotta go with it. I hate doing it. As long as his brother isn't doing stupid TikTok dances.
I hope so. I haven't seen that much this year.
Yeah, well, maybe maybe Pat finally got into his head and told him to shut his mouth.
I hope so. So yeah, those are the Week 5 picks. All our, all our overall records are in the description.
Yeah.
And all our picks will be there as well. Yeah, is there anything else?
I think that'll do it for me, man. Go give us a like, a follow. Check us out on Tiki Tribe TV production or Tiki Tribe TV Pro. Check out Fantasy Beasts and where to find them. Check out Spread Those Wings Chicken Wing Podcast over on our YouTube page. If you want to enjoy fantasy drafting without drafting sports, check out There's a Draft in Here. It's a fun new project. We just released our first episode last week.
Oh, you're doing the for the fantasy league or
Nope. So like this board right here, you pick a random topic. Like this was drunk foods, like foods that you really like to eat when you're drinking. And we had a fantasy draft with that topic. We've done movie franchises. We've got cartoon characters.
I should be doing one of these with you.
You got to drink.
Oh.
That's the factor. It's just like saying you want to come on talking trash with us and you don't get trashed. Sorry.
Unfortunately, as you guys know, I'm straight edge.
Well, not unfortunately for you.
Fortunately for me, not for you.
I think it's fortunate for me too. I don't think I can handle you drunk.
Nah.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna take it home.
Make sure to subscribe, bell for all the latest content.
Ding 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 ding! Hit that bell.
And yeah, that's about it. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku.
I'm the Randy 48.
Out.
Peace.